Wonderful to be back together again on a Monday morning. Today's message is called The True Price of Milk. Howard Kelly is considered to be the father of gynecology. He's also one of the big four professors who founded the Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore, Maryland. Howard wasn't always a renowned physician, though. Once upon a time, he was a struggling student who had to travel to different towns selling goods door to door just to pay his fees. Now, there was a day when he was starving and couldn't afford a meal. He decided to ask for something to eat at the next house he visited. Otherwise, he was pretty sure he would pass out on the sidewalk before long. Now, the next door he knocked on was answered by a beautiful girl, and Howard momentarily lost his nerve. So instead of begging for food, he simply asked for a glass of water. Now, the girl could see that this poor guy needed more than water. But she didn't have any food either, so she gave him a glass of milk instead. Howard gulped it down and immediately felt better. But he still felt a need to maintain some pride. "How much do I owe you?" he asked the girl. She smiled and said, "Well, my mother taught me never to take payment for kindness, so you owe me nothing." Now, many years later, Howard was a renowned gynecologist, healing women of all manner of seemingly untreatable illnesses and charging hefty fees for his much-needed services. Now, one day, a woman was brought to him. Local doctors had tried and failed to treat her and had sent her to the big city for specialists to study her condition while she waited to die. His colleagues took one look at the lady and declared that she would be dead by midnight. But Howard Kelly had other ideas. He worked tirelessly to cure this poor lady, and after a month, sent her home fit and well. Now, after some time, the lady received her bill from the hospital. She trembled as she opened the envelope, knowing that there was no way she could pay her bill without selling all her assets and borrowing some money too. To her surprise, the invoice had one sentence written on it: "Paid in full with a glass of milk." My dear friend, some people want to believe that real good deeds are done for no reward. They call it altruism. And I'm sure that happens, but the truth is that kindness is often an investment that can pay you back twice. First, it will reward you with a nice warm feeling at the moment that you perform a kind act. And then sometimes it comes back to reward you again at a future date, when you are most in need of kindness yourself. Every time I get to the toll booth on the Tema motorway, I pay my own toll as well as the toll of the car behind me. I do this because once upon a time, someone did this for me. I appreciated it so much that I am now on a lifelong crusade to keep doing this every time I use the motorway, in the hope that one day, the car behind me will belong to the kind stranger who once paid my toll. I only pray that on that day, he or she will also have no change on them, like I did on the day they paid for me. My dear friend, if you want to feel good today, then do something kind for a stranger. Pick someone you have never met and make them remember this day forever. It doesn't even have to involve money. Just writing "You are an amazing person" on a post-it note and sticking it on the random car's windscreen will put a smile on a stranger's face for the whole day. But if you want to feel good for the rest of your life, then from today onwards, treat everyone you meet as if they were going to be dead by midnight and only you can save them. Extend to them all the care, the kindness, and understanding you can muster, and do it with no thought of any reward. Your life will never be the same again, I promise you. My name is, and the surest investment I can recommend is a random act of kindness. Expect no reward, and you are bound to get one. Good morning, Ghana.